Hey, it's Lynn. Um, I've been playing around with this paint pouring where you take acrylic paints, kind of thin them down with some water and some flow release, mix in a little bit of magic, which is liquid silicone. And there are different ways to do it. You can pour the colors on all at once. What I'm going to show you today, this is called a dirty pour because all the colors are in one cup. Obviously, it looks a little dirty. I love doing these, but I tend to over manipulate. I wish I had someone here to smack my hand if I try to do that, but I think I have enough paint in the cup this time for it to cover the entire, oh, look, it's doing things in that cup. Anyway, to cover the entire surface without having to scrape around and play with it. That makes some neat effects, but I would like to have one where I've just poured it and that's that. So, here we go. I'm going to try and do this as I hold the phone. This may or may not work well, but we will give it a try. This is just a plain wood panel, and actually before I pour on it, I'm just going to spray it with a little water, make things move around a little bit quicker, a little bit better. I don't know if you can see the bottom of the cup has white. Some theory is that white weighs more than the other colors. I don't know this to be fact, but I read it on the internet, so it must be true. So I'm pouring that out last, but it will kind of sink underneath the other colors. We may not see much of it, but if I were to scrape, which I promise I won't, it would show through, which is kind of cool too. So anyway, here we go, dirty pour. Ooh, I like the inside of the cup. We'll see how it ends up looking on the panel here. All right, you can see it starting to move, kind of separate. Part of that is just the different colors do that, and part of that is because of the liquid silicone that's in there, and somehow I got a clump of paint in here, which I don't necessarily want, although I think it's white. Here I go. I said I wouldn't do anything to it. I'm just smoothing that part out. And now we're going to try and move this with just gravity. And this is a messy, messy thing to do, if you couldn't tell, because if you can, here's my table underneath. It's covered with all kinds of colors of paint. Because basically you put it on here and then you let it slide off the edges. Okay. And I apologize for the reflection. I never knew having a tin roof in my studio would be so bothersome with photography, but it is. I don't care. I still like my tin roof. All right. Had to manipulate that a little bit. Let's see if we can lean it back this way and get this corner now. It's coming. Kind of flowing down. I see another lumpy piece of paint there that's yellow. I'm sure you can see that too. So I'm gonna scrape that out of there. I want it to be nice and smooth. All right, this didn't get quite to the edge, so I will play with that a little bit. And this a little bit. You can see though, when you play with it, it makes it separate more, which is uber awesome as far as I'm concerned. Same thing in this corner, and it makes the white pop through. So there it is, just poured, letting it do its own thing. Yeah. You know I'm not going to be able to stand this though. I'm going to have to at least scrape through it at least once to show you how cool the white pops through. Let me get a bigger tool here. We'll do kind of a swoop. There we go. Swoop, 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 swoop. All of it goes off the edge and all over my table. And then look at that fun color and texture that come popping through underneath. So now the thing is, do I keep going or do I stop? I'm going to try and control myself and stop. It's kind of cool the way it is. It got a little bit muddy brown, but that's probably because I used red in there, which I don't usually do, but I had some mixed up, so, you know, go with what you got. Anyhow, there is a demo on how to do a dirty pour with acrylic paint. And once this piece is finished, I will post it on Facebook. You can find me there under Lynn Metzger Art, and it will end up on the website at some point, which is www.lynnmetzger.com. Lynn Metzger is spelled L-Y-N-N-E-M-E-D-S-K-E-R. And I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.